You broke the Guinness World Records for being the youngest person to ride around the world unsupported.
What, 2018 I left, I think, at the age of 22, and 13 months and 52,500 miles later came back to the UK.
2018, you set off on this trip of a lifetime. What brought all that about? What set you off on that journey?
I came into work one day, turned on the computer and read an article on the Bike Shed about Kane Avellano's world record. And I'd followed bits of his trip, and that was the first time I'd realised how old he was when he got back, and realised then that I could break that record. So just turned to my mate Glenn at work and said, I'm going to do this. And then 11 months ago I left, and that was that. In August I wrote the bike off that I was meant to do the trip on, and then eventually Ducati UK came through and said, we've got this desert sled press bike that's not really doing things anymore. If you want to take that, you can have it. So at the time, I estimated that it was going to be 35,000 miles to do around the world, and branded everything under 35,000 miles. Got a 35 tattoo when I was in Australia. It ended up being 52,500 miles. But I was like, the bike only has to do 35,000 miles. I'm not asking the world of it.
So what issues did you have with it along the way then?
I think I went through about 3 or 4 clutches. The first one went about 25 days into the trip. Funnily enough, when I came back, I met up and did an article with the guys from Ride magazine. And the guy doing the interview and everything was like, I swear that's the number plate that we used like when we did the article. He was like, went back, pulled the magazine number plate front and center and sent me a picture and was like, yeah, we were not kind to it, and I'm not surprised.
It's your fault.
When I was loading the bike into the dinghy to take it to the boat, I put my helmet down because I'd ridden it there from the hotel, and then loaded the bike up, and then the captain was like, oh, I'll give you a lift back to your hotel in his car. I was like, oh, fantastic. Just got in the car, left, got halfway down the road. And was like, halfway down, I was like, it's only been 5 minutes, like sprinted back, is gone. My favorite part of the whole trip was seeing people becoming inspired to do any sort of trip or take their test.
Yeah, there's nothing better, is there, than opening up a message and getting that. You've inspired me to get on a bike, or you've inspired me to live out my dream that I've put by for years and years and years, and I'm going to go for it now. And whether that is I'm going to jump on a bike and I'm going to leave the UK, or I'm going to go to Wales, or I'm going to go to Scotland, whatever it is, you know, it's just like, yeah, good on you, go for it.